Why do girls go to school? Seems like a weird question, right? Savitribai thought so too. This is her story that made history. Savitribai, the first female teacher of India. And in the next 3 minutes, I'm going to tell you about Savitribai's unforgivable crime.
The story begins on 3rd January 1831, 189 years ago, when Savitri was born in Maharashtra.
In 1840, she got married to Jyotiba Phule, a young boy 13 years of age. She was just 10.
Of course, no girl had any say in her marriage at that time, but Savitri was lucky.
Because young Jyotiba was different. He taught Savitri to read and write, and while doing so, both of them had one simple question. Why don't girls go to school?
Schooling for girls? At a time when education was restricted only to upper caste men, Savitribai was from the lower caste, and that too, she was a woman.
And yet, within the first 8 years of their marriage, they started the first ever school for girls in India. A great initiative should get great support, right? They were treated as outcasts, not just by strangers, but also by family. Jyotiba was thrown out of his house by his own father.
And do you know how this power couple responded? By opening up another school for Dalits. And another, and another, and another, till they opened 18 schools.
For them, it was like a game. If you raise the difficulty, we will not stop. We will just get better.
From 8 girls in 1848 to 150 girls in 1851.
Okay, listen to this. This is funny, okay? It is an article in Pune Observer. In 1852, the number of girls in Jyotirao's girls' school was 10 times more than the number of boys in government schools. If this had continued, girls would have started getting better grades in exams.
Girls in India covered up thousands of years of inequality in just 3 years because, let's face it, girls are smart.
Smart enough to see that all the humans go through the same problems regardless of their religion. Okay, let me tell you something amazing. Their second school was at a Muslim man's house, and his wife Fatima Sheikh became the first Muslim teacher of India.
Did you know Savitribai would carry one extra sari while going to school? She had to, because when she was going to school to teach girls, people from her locality would throw stones, garbage, and sometimes even feces at her. By the time she would reach school, she would be covered in all of this.
Then she would change into a fresh sari and continue teaching day after day, every single day.
She said, I'm doing a sacred task of teaching my young sisters, and the stones pelted at me are just like flowers.
Their war was against inequality. Their anger was against injustice. This power couple literally stood for everything they believed in till their last breath. When Jyotiba passed away in 1890, Savitribai lit his funeral pyre. Today we have chapters in textbooks about them. We have stamps, serials, and films. But when they lived like criminals. And their crime was worse than murder. Their crime was unforgivable. Their crime was being first. And there is a steep price for being the first at anything, because our society doesn't welcome change. It's been more than a century, and it is a fact that more girls go to school today. But it is also a fact that 57% of them drop out by class 10.
It's a fact that families want at least one boy to carry forward the family name, and the daughter-in-law is treated as a vessel who has one and only one job to do.
It's a fact that even urban families, the so-called modern families, get tensed when the daughter wants to pursue an ambitious career. Will she get a husband of her stature? What if her husband doesn't earn as much as she does? What if her education hurts her husband's ego? I mean, we are worried more about her future imaginary husband than her future. Wow. These questions may not be that common at your house, and in which case you are very, very lucky. But trust me, they are being asked right now at your neighbors. ये situation आज है, तो 200 साल पहले कैसी होगी? I can't even imagine the sort of questions Jyotiba and Savitribai Phule had to face in their entire life. But I can only see their answer, and their answer is the life that they lived. Savitribai. Every girl in India owes a small thanks to her. She is the reason why girl education in India is 1% better. She is the reason why girls go to school in India. And that's the reason why I love India.